Who has September birthdays? Rachel has a September birthday. This is a big birthday for you.
I'm turning 25. It's not a big deal.
Liar.
It is Amanda's birthday.
September birthday. Rachel has a September birthday.
I can hear the YouTube playing onto my phone.
Yeah, I turned it off now, so you.
Okay. I was like, I'm not gonna be able to focus.
We're so glad that you're joining us here on the Shepherd Youth Live. My name is Brianne.
This is Rachel. I don't know why I did the thing. And
I'm Avery. What's up?
What up? Avery, thanks so much for joining us.
Of
For those
course.
of you who don't know Avery, why don't you tell us like a little bit about yourself? What grade are you in? What do you do? What's your ideal date?
What's the what?
What's your ideal date from Miss Congeniality? What does she say?
Okay.
Rachel.
So,
25th, because it's not too hot, it's not too cold. All you need is a light cardigan.
I was just kidding. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm Avery. I'm in 10th grade. I've been going to Shepherd since I was a baby born. And yeah. And I'm an artist.
I'm an artist. I like it. What kind of art do you like most?
Currently, I'm doing a lot of Disney pieces, and my parents thought it was a great idea to frame them. So now we have a bunch of framed art of my things in my house. So it's
cool.
A little stressful when guests come over and they're like, "Whoa, who did those?" I'm like, "It was me." So
that's super fun though. I love that. And then I know everybody's homeschooled right now, but you're like actually homeschooled.
I'm the OG homeschooler. Yes,
You were cool before quarantine.
I know, guys. Come on, catch up.
Rachel, you made a big announcement this week. What?
Well, Curtis and I are having a baby in November, so that's kind of fun.
So actually, there are 4 of us on this Zoom call right now.
Yep.
Taylor's joining us.
I don't know if she's awake or asleep right now. I think she's asleep. I ate a lot of lunch.
She is going to be so annoyed with my voice before she's even born.
Not even. She's like, I recognize her.
Who is that loud, screechy woman? I love it.
No, she's going to love it. It's going to be great.
She will love me because I will bribe her and buy her things and give her sugar.
Okay, wait.
Me too.
I can read what it said. I have this app and it tells me like the thing of the day about the baby.
Okay.
So today it says your baby is about the size of a guinea pig.
It's usually fruit, right? Where did a guinea pig come out of?
Well, the fruit is like for the week, but like this is specific to the day.
They should always do that. That's amazing. I have friends with some like big guinea pigs though. So
that's so odd. I'm sorry. A guinea pig.
That's too good. Okay, well this week is exciting because we're starting D groups on Wednesday, y'all. So I'm super excited to kind of get into that. We're starting this series in D groups called Kingdom Opposites. And this is probably new information to you, Avery. So I am informing you as well as all of the Shepherd youth students that are watching and that will watch. Kingdom Opposites is all about just stuffing in God's kingdom that's contrasted with outside of God's kingdom, right? So like the first week, which today too, we're talking about complaining versus gratitude. Do you struggle with complaining, Avery?
Yeah. Especially when it's hot outside. I'm known to be like, I want to go home. And my friends are like, we just got here. So I can be good. I promise I'm not that annoying, but I'm a complainer.
I think we all have our things that kind of like set us off, even though they're good. Like we live in SoCal, it's the best weather in the world, but we still complain about it, you know. But
except for this weekend, it's really hot outside.
Yeah, Yeah. Yeah.
But we're going to learn to be grateful. You know, that's what the kingdom's all about. So I'm super excited to talk about it. And in groups this week, you're going to watch an interview with Rachel and Caleb. And I am super stoked for you to see that. It's really good. Rachel like she starts preaching. It's just good. But before we get into that and talk a little bit more about that, I have a really, really important question for your spiritual formation, really. Do you prefer hot weather or cold weather, since we're talking about weather?
So me personally, I'm a sweater weather girl. I love sweaters. So I prefer cold because I can wear jeans and a sweater and then like a flannel and nobody's going to question me. But like if I do that in the summer, people are going to be like, aren't you hot? It's just shorts and t-shirt aren't my style right now. I just want to be in sweaters. And also when it's cold outside, you can keep layering on so you're warm. When it's hot outside, there's only so much you can take off before it's home. Yeah.
Yes. Great minds think alike, Avery.
I don't like hot. I don't.
Yeah. It's so hot though, our house. We have like one air conditioner. And so like if we don't keep it on all the day, like the whole day, it gets really hot. So, but when we keep it on all day, it's cold. So I have to wear sweaters when it's like 110 degrees outside, so it's fine. Rachel, what about you?
Comfortable.
It is.
I think I like the concept of hot weather. Like I like the beach, or I like, you know, like looking at pictures of like the beach or like a tropical island. You're like, oh wow, it's so relaxing. But I think there's a certain level of hot that I don't like. Like I don't like being cold. But I also don't like being too hot either. I like when you don't have to wear a sweater, but it's like perfect outside.
Yes.
Like, so that wasn't the question. So have perfect weather, okay?
Okay.
That wasn't an option, Rachel. Come on, keep up.
Okay, I might pick hot. I'm just guessing. I know.
No, I feel like most people in SoCal love summer, and I feel like the weirdo who hates shorts. It's fine. It's fine. I like it.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I don't like shorts, but I like not needing a jacket.
That is nice, I have to say. Okay. Yeah, and I just feel like winter's better. Like we were talking about this, Rach. I like snow. Like I feel like the snow is fun, but some people aren't big on that. So I don't know. I think that there are a lot of benefits to cold weather. People are trying to call me right now.
Yeah,
I don't have time to
really pretty.
call. Snow is gorgeous.
She's busy. Gosh, leave her alone.
So we're let's see. Do we want to, Avery, I'm going to let you choose. Do you want to play the game first with all of our fun YouTube people? Or do you want to learn our verse for the week?
Let's do the verse first. That rhymes.
Okay, girl.
Spiritual, prioritizing spiritual things.
Heck yeah, always put God first.
Okay, here we go. 1 Thessalonians 5, 16 through 18. I don't think this is all of it. This is just a portion of it. Rejoice always, pray continually, give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. I think we need to make up actions. Okay. What should we do for rejoice always?
Like the praise hand emoji.
You have
rejoice always.
Yeah. Okay, so rejoice always. Pray continually. I think if you're in a place where you can, like, you know, where you like go on the ground.
Instagram boy thing.
Yeah, the 12th grade shoe picture.
Yes. Okay, so rejoice always. Pray continually. Okay, what should we do for give thanks in all circumstances? I feel like it's like universal. I feel like I do have it. What if it's like, you know, when you're really like grateful to someone and you're like
yes.
Okay, like, and give thanks in all circumstances.
In all circumstances.
Okay. From the beginning. Okay. Rejoice always. Pray continually. Give thanks in all circumstances. Okay, and then the last part, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus.
Ooh, that's a long one. Okay.
So you can break it down. For this is God's will.
For this
For this.
God's will.
I like it. It's very like definitive. For this is God's will. What about is God's will for you? Do you see what I did?
I thought you were gonna do the what's it called? The arm wave.
So
This is God's will for you.
I kind of love that. Okay, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
For this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. It's always in Christ Jesus. Okay. From the top, are we ready?
I'm ready.
Rejoice always. Pray continually. And give thanks in all circumstances. For this is God's will for you. Jesus. 1 Thessalonians 5:16 through 18.
Get it?
I love the verse because I like the end of it. You know, he clearly states that this is God's will for you, and we always freak out about what God's will is for us. And this is like a clear part of God's will for us. Like, you don't have to freak out and like, what am I supposed to do? Well, you're supposed to give thanks and pray continually and rejoice.
Adore.
That.
Adore.
I love it. Okay, we'll come back to that hopefully at the end and make sure we have it.
I need to brag about something real quick though.
Okay.
So on my Bible app, guess how many streaks I have?
1.
How many?
48 and counting.
Okay.
Ooh, girl.
Me and my friends do devotionals with each other.
Yeah, it.
That is
Yeah.
so fun. I am
It's so fun.
like streaks. I'm awful. I hate it. And it
I
just makes me
made
feel
it
bad
a point because my best friend Scarlett, she's so good about it. Every single night she's on the Bible app highlighting and reading and stuff like that. And I'm so proud of her. So it got me motivated during D groups to start doing it. So I started doing it, and then we started doing devotionals together. And now we have a whole group of people doing devotionals together. And it's cool because on the Bible app, we're like, God is telling me to do this with this things. And then on our group chat, we're like, you're such a loser. So, but
Great.
it's great.
Great. You're really continuing the kingdom on those group chats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love that. That's so cool. We have the coolest
Very proud of
students
that.
in the whole nation. So.
In all the lands.
In all the lands.
Okay, we're gonna play this game. We got to do it really quickly so that we can get to some questions for Rach. We might play a couple rounds. I'm gonna share my screen. This is called 12 and 12 Quarantine Edition, and you're gonna see. I don't know. I think there are 12 items. Yeah, 12 items on the screen. Okay. And you have 12 seconds to try to memorize the items. You can play along at home and see how well you do, student, okay?
I'm only a little bit scared.
Okay, you're gonna do great, Avery. Okay, we're all gonna work together. We have.
Okay. Stop texting me. Okay.
Oh wait, this is the answer one. Oh,
Well, I didn't see any of
so
it.
embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing.
Let's see if this is the right one. No.
Okay.
You guys, I practiced this, I promise. Round 1, share. What? It's not right.
Let's see how I did though.
Yeah.
Jump right to it.
Oh, this is not right. Oh my goodness, this is failing so horribly. I'm so sorry. I promise I practiced.
It's okay.
It's going to the same video.
Wait, is it at the end of the video? Do you have to go back?
Can you see this video?
That is very loud. No, I can't.
Let's see how you did. And honestly, if I had to say how I did, I'd give us 100%. We're trying.
Yeah, we did great. I don't know what you're talking about, Brianne. Oh, let's go. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Tape measure, toilet paper, house, germ, shaver thing.
Washing hands, the coronavirus thing, an Amazon package, gloves,
Gloves, masks.
the thing that went up. It's an arrow. I don't know what it's. A graph.
Give it to you.
A house.
I got house. Okay, we got 10. I feel like it wasn't horrible.
Did we say sweatpants? Because I specifically remember the sweatpants.
Did you say? Okay, so we got 11 out of 12.
Cool.
We got 11 out of 12. What were we missing though? I don't even know what we were missing. Okay, we gotta go. Let's see how we did. Okay. What is going on?
Well,
It keeps choosing the wrong one. Okay.
could have seen how we did. Oh.
Okay, I think I have to choose this.
Let's see how we did.
Okay, can you see this now?
No, there we go.
What did we miss? No!
Wait, it's moving on.
The troll, the dog.
I was like, that wasn't on the test.
You guys, I swear I'm so confused right now. Well, here we have a completely different set of pictures. Rachel's dying at me.
It's
You
just
tried. That's the important part, is that you tried.
Okay, I think I found it. Okay, I found it.
I feel like this
Here we go.
works. Let's see how you did. Something completely different.
Okay, what did we miss?
The mask?
I think we got all of these.
Yeah, we did.
I think I just counted wrong.
Yeah, because I think we said everything. Did we say washing hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, Avery did.
Yeah. Then I think we literally said everything.
Good for
We're
us.
so
It's the heat. It's
Let
the
us
heat.
know how you did at home. If you're playing along, how did you do? That was quite hilarious. I really had a difficult time sharing my screen. It wasn't my fault. Am I still sharing my screen right now?
It keeps, yeah. It's,
Guys, oh, I'm too much. But Avery, thank you so much for joining us.
thank you for
really
inviting
love
me.
you, of course. And I'm so excited. You'll be in Rachel's host?
Yeah, we were together for summer for Shepherd Youth. It was a fun time.
Scarlett was with us too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
They dressed up in matching onesies when it came time for
For
the.
pajama night.
We've been quarantining together, so I went over to her house and we had onesies on. I got a better onesie though. With my own money, I'm very proud. It's a dragon onesie. Get this. It has pockets.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
so jealous that you're not in my group, but it's okay. I'll deal
You
with
could
it.
just sneak out and join the 10th graders. We're cooler anyway.
My 7th and 8th grade girls are amazing. So.
No, whatever.
Well, we love you, Avery, and
Love you too.
Rachel will see you on Wednesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
girl.
Bye. See you. Thank you.
Oh.
It won't let me leave. Okay, there we go. Bye.
Oh my goodness, Rachel, I am so excited to ask you a few questions here. Almost as excited as I am about the game and how well it went. I swear I practiced in everything.
It's okay. I feel like I always have those days. It's not just once in a while anymore. It's every day.
Yeah, but you have an excuse. Like mommy brain, right? Isn't that
Oh yeah, I guess. I think I've always had that though, to be honest.
I love it. Well, like we mentioned, we're talking about complaining versus gratitude. And you kind of tell your story on Wednesday night. All the kids will see it, which I'm super excited about them hearing it. But can you kind of give us a snapshot of your story with complaining and gratitude?
Yeah, definitely. So I won't go into all the detail because I'll save that for the good stuff for Wednesday. But I think kind of like all of us, we're just like a little naive when we're younger. So you don't realize what you don't have. You don't realize what you do have. you're kind of just more content with just, you know, being little, having a little life, and playing with toys, you know, like I think all of us, for the most part, are content when we were younger. Um, but as I got older, I realized, um, kind of what my family didn't have, and not just in like the materialistic kind of things, but as far as it being an actual family. Like I was jealous of my friends' families. I was jealous of like the opportunities they had, the situations they had, like the family vacations they went on. And so I think that like it got to a point where it was really easy for me to complain about stuff because I think my heart was just really hurt by a lot of stuff. And so my sadness came out as complaining.
Mhm.
And um, I think for a lot of us, like we might not think that we complain a lot, but then when we look back at like what we're actually saying or the meaning behind our sentences, I think we will realize, oh wow, I've been complaining this whole time, even though it didn't sound like it or it wasn't those exact words, but it was still complaining, you know, in more or less the same words.
Hmm. Yeah, that's so good. I think when we're like sad or disappointed, like instead of being able to say that and articulate that, we end up just kind of spewing word vomit and complaining and not really expressing it in a constructive way.
Yeah,
It's
because it's so much easier to complain than to be vulnerable with yourself. Because I think that once we recognize those feelings of hurt or anger or sadness, I think we think that that's gonna like take over us, or we think that we're gonna give power to those feelings, but actually it's the opposite. When you don't acknowledge those feelings, that's when they take over you. So yeah, it's definitely it's hard to to be vulnerable with yourself, but once you do, it's so much easier to heal and get away from the complaining, or that kind of negative heart.
right, right. That's powerful. So I mean, we kind of talked about it, but why do you think it's easier to complain in life? Like, I think it's just avoiding vulnerability.
Yeah, it's totally that, it's avoiding vulnerability, but also it's just so easy to not have to work on your character or integrity. Like it's easier to be a person who doesn't try than a person who does try and fail. Because if you try and you fail, you know that you're the one that failed. You have to face the rejection. You have to face, um, you know, all the things that come with failure. But if you don't try, then you become a person who has little character or little integrity, and it's going to be a cycle. Like either you're not going to try, you're not going to care, or you tried once and you're never going to go back to it, or third option, you try, you fail, and then you try again. And I think the third option is really hard for a lot of people. I mean, adults included, like not just students, but if you have people who stand behind you, who motivate you, who remind you of God's truth, um, it's so much easier to recognize the insecurities or the bad habits we fall into because you have someone there who's willing to give you the truth. Um, but they're not hurting your feelings. They're saying it in a way that is kind and respectful, but is also honest and truthful, how God intended our friendships to be.
Yeah. I think it's so much easier to just blame it on people, though. You know, it's like you were saying, that cycle of just like, I'm not going to try, I'm not going to work on my character. I'm just going to like react to whatever I feel. And when you do that, it's like it really is. It's so much easier because I just can point to everybody else and explain why my problems and why I feel this way. And I never have to actually dig deep and see what part in it I play and how I could get out of that cycle, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And this is going to sound super weird, but when I was growing up, I watched a lot of TV. It was like my babysitter. And I watched a lot of reality TV. And I know that reality TV is trash. Like I know, don't even get me started. Curtis tells me all the time that I watch trash TV. But when you watch those reality shows and you look at people who do silly stuff or like dumb stuff or say mean things, you're like, oh my gosh, why would that person say that? Like, they're so nasty, or they think like so bad of themselves, or they talk so gross, or like any of the other things you could think of. But I feel like if we were on a reality TV show and we saw how we talk, would we not say the same things about ourselves? And I feel like with complaining and or anything else, if you were to watch yourself through the eyes of like reality TV, how would you feel about your own character, or your like how would you be portrayed? Um and I know it sounds so silly, but I mean it's so true. When you watch those people, you're like, wow, if only they had just apologized, or if they talk to the camera like they talk to like their spouse or their friends,
They wouldn't have all these jobs. Yeah.
you know?
No, that's so true. And you see that even, you know, in reality shows, people will come back and be like, man, I watched back and I was like, who is that? Like, I don't want to be like that, you know? So I think it's true. I think we tend to look at everybody else except for ourselves most of the time. That's
Yeah.
good. Okay, so my last question would be, you know, you kind of talked about growing up and you do that a lot in your interview, which I love and I think a lot of students can connect with. But how's it been for you in this season? Like, how is your complaining versus gratitude evened out here in this season?
I'm getting nervous because oh, well, just like you guys, adults aren't perfect. And I'd have to say, I would be lying if I didn't say that I complained a lot to God this these past few months. Like when Curtis and I found out we were pregnant, we found out like right when quarantine kind of happened. And I was so mad at God. I was like, God, I've prayed for this for so long. And now you let this happen during the worst time in the entire world. Like, I can't be around my friends. People are, it's like bad to be around people. You know, I don't want to get sick. I don't want to get my baby sick. And I struggled with that for a very long time. And I kept having to go back and remember, like, Rachel, you're 29. Like, the Lord has been faithful 29 years of your life. And every time you think God's done something on your time, you're like, you're always wrong.
Mm.
God does stuff in his timing, even if we don't understand. And so I think it's okay if we tell God how we feel. Like, it's not bad to tell God how we feel. It's just when the complaining takes over our daily thoughts and daily actions and how we view God, that's when it becomes bad. So I think once I was able to tell God, like, and kind of get those feelings like in order, because I'm the person where it takes me a while to kind of like formulate my thoughts and feelings and kind of put them together. It's like a really bad math problem. Like I have the formula, but not the equation, or vice versa, you know? But I think like once I was able to kind of tell God how I feel, and thank goodness God is God, because even if I tell him a jumbled, you know, prayer or response, like he knows exactly how I'm feeling and how I'm thinking. But I think the key to that is just telling him how you feel and how you think, because you have a relationship with God. It's like talking to a friend, or even like when I talk to Curtis or Brienne, like it's literally like if you don't tell them how you feel, then you're going to hold on to those feelings. And not that God's not a mind reader, like he knows exactly how you feel, but he wants you to come to him and tell him how you feel, because it's a two-way street. Like, yes, God can be there for you, but he gave you like your own words and your own voice and your own actions that you could come to him on your own will. And so I think that, you know, I'll never understand God's timing, nor will I ever, but I've come to learn like this baby is a blessing, even if it's during a pandemic. It's scary and I can't see my friends, and it's weird that like I can't celebrate this time with them, but at the same time, like this baby shows me that no matter what happens, life still continues. Like even though we're not in control of this world, like God's in control, and he's allowed something so cool and so amazing to happen. And so I just feel so so silly whenever I look back and go, God, why did I complain about that? Like, you had everything in control this whole time. So, just if you're struggling with feelings of complaining or sadness or grief, like just talk to God, or however you talk to God, whether it's in your worship, your journaling, your words, going on walks and just talking to God that way. Like he'll reveal things to you. Um, it might not be when you want him to reveal it, but I guarantee you it'll start slowly shifting your heart and your thoughts and attitude towards God.
I love that. I love that. It's like in order to get past complaining, you kind of have to admit that you're complaining, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I love that. Well, thank you, Rach. And thank you, students, for joining us. I hope that you also will join us for D groups this week. For real, I can't stress enough. Register, shepherdyouth.com.
Yeah.
Won't regret it. You'll make friendships that will last you a lifetime. But we're going to head over to Shepherd Church Live. You can watch online, or we have some different areas for you at our campus, inside, outside, and the other campuses that you can go be a part of services. So we hope that you will join us. We love you, and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye, guys.
Bye.